Yes, my dudes. I'm Alex, and thanks for checking out another video. So last week, I was super busy redecorating the studio, and I didn't get a chance to record a video. So whilst I'm still waiting for a few more bits to arrive so that I can streamline my recording setup, I thought that this would be a good opportunity to share with you lot some of the answers from my Instagram Q&As. So every couple of weeks over on Instagram, I've been dropping a question box into my story, and rather than just replying with text in my story, instead what I've been doing is just filming a short video response and posting it straight to my grid where I can tag the person who asked the question. So I thought that this would be a good opportunity to share some of these answers with you, and of course, if you want to get involved, all you need to do is find me on Instagram at @drumhubtuition and just type a question into the box whenever it's available. So these Q&As were filmed a little while ago, so you're going to notice that as soon as we get into them, it's going to go back to the old look of the studio, but there's going to be some new videos coming from the new studio soon. Anyway, I hope you get something from these, my dudes. Let's have it. Yes, so first questions come in from my dude Geo Drum, and they've asked, what are the two skins on the snare? How do you tune it? And also, is it a Sakai? So firstly, well recognized, this snare drum over here is the Sakai Trilogy. And for the most part, that's been my main snare for pretty much every video I've ever put out. But a couple of weeks ago, I actually got hold of this pearl brass piccolo snare drum, and I'm using that as my main snare at the moment. And I've got the Sakai over as a side snare, so I'm tuning this one super high, this one a little bit lower, and a little bit more dead. But for the most part, I've pretty much just always used a ambassador coated on the batter head and an ambassador snare side on the reso head, and I'll tune the resonant head really high, man. So like, I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear this, but it's pretty damn high, and I will pretty much tune it as high as it will go, and then I'll tune it a tiny bit down after that, because I find if I go so tight that there's no give at all, if you like push your finger in, then I find it chokes a little bit. But I'll go pretty much as high, then I'll just take it down a little bit, and then the top head is also cranked, man. I've tuned it really high. So at the moment, this one's tuned exactly the same way that I tuned the Sakai. So you can hear it's like really nice and high. The only reason I swapped it over was just because I was finding that because the Sakai Trilogy is a 3-ply snare drum, it's really resonant, and it was actually choking a bit if I was playing it super high and hitting it quite hard. So now I've got a piccolo sounding really high, and then the Sakai Trilogy I've got a lot lower. So on the side snare now, to make it a bit more dead, I'm using a controlled sound coated Remo, and then I've also got one of these big fat snare drum donuts on there as well. So let's have a little look to the difference between the two. So yeah, man, that's what I'm rocking. Thanks for sending in the question. All right, next question sent in by Brian Worth 2. Who is a drummer you find yourself listening to a lot lately? So recently I've been trying to watch less drumming, man, and just listen to more music. So with that in mind, I'll give you 3 drummers and the bands that they play for that I've been listening to. So first one, Justin Tyson, and is playing on R&R equals Now. Absolutely mental drumming and really sick music. Second one, George Bass, who plays for King Cruel and Jerk Herb and Horsey, all 3 sick bands. And the third one, let's go Corey Fonville, who plays for Butcher Brown. So thanks for sending in your question, Brian. I hope you enjoy listening to those drummers and those bands. Because this one's a short one, I'm just going to play a groove for the rest of the minute. Sick, mate. I hope you got something from that, and if you want to send over a question, you know where to find me. I think I'm going to bring out one more Q&A video next week, and then we'll get straight back into the regular schedule, and I'm planning an absolute stomper for the first one back. So if you're digging the videos, hit the button to join the Wednesday crew, man, and I'll see you next week.